Hi everyone, Coach Rachel here, and we are going to do a 10-minute energy booster workout today. It is 100% body weight exercises, and these should feel good. If you're sitting at your desk or working from home, I want to make sure that you get up and move every so often, and this is something that you can do that's quick and easy. Okay, the first move we're going to do is one of my favorites. It's called an open book. So you're going to lay all the way down, keep your feet together. Drop your knees off to a side, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to close all the way up, and then I want you to circle up and around, palm towards the ceiling. So we're going to rotate, palm toward the ceiling, stretch, open up your chest, and then come back across and close your book. So we're going to do 5 on the right side, and then 5 coming up on the left. And meanwhile, I want you to think about breathing. This should feel good. This is a stretch. This is an opener to prime your body for movement. And it can also help improve your posture over time. So we got 5 on the right, then we're going to switch over, 5 on the left, so drop your knees. I'm going to close here, palm up, come up and around, back across, up and around, back across. If you want an extra little bit, you can close, reach a little further, and then come around. One more. All right. From here, we are going into a bridge, and what I'm going to have you do is come up with both legs and down with one. So I've got my feet flat on the ground, my arms out to the side. I'm going to make fists and create a little tension here. I'm going to lift my hips up, and then as I come down, I'm going to lift a foot, set it down. So think up with 2, down with 1. And you've got 10 total, so 5 each side, alternating every time. You want to make sure that, especially when you go to do your single leg move, that your hip doesn't drop. So I'm up, I'm here, and I come down with control. So control on the way up and control on the way down. We're going to do one more. All right, we got our bridge. Then we are flipping over, and we're going into a bird dog. So you're going to stack your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders. I want your spine straight and neutral. You're going to reach out. You're going to act like you're pressing your heel into the wall behind you, reaching forward and bringing it in. 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Being really careful not to drop your hips or rotate, and your shoulders are going to stay square. We got our right side. Get organized and start on your left. Think about breathing in as you reach out and out as you come in. From here, we are going up to a stand into a goblet squat. So even though I don't have weight, I'm still going to create tension. I'm going to get my squat stance. I'm going to come here, press in, squeeze, and I'm going to act like I'm being pulled down by a weight, and then back up to a stand. And you've got 10 of these. I want to remind you too, everybody's squat looks different. So if you can only go a little ways, that's fine. If you can get lower than me, great, go for it. I want to make sure that you're doing it where you feel comfortable and where there's no joint pain. So we've got 10 of these. I think this is our last one. All right, we are going into a lateral lunge with a reach. I love this one. A little bit wider stance, toes forward, because I want you to think that it's a single leg squat into the side. So I'm not pushing my knee out, I'm not tipping over. I'm going to keep my chest up, reach forward, and then add a row motion. So I'm going to come out to the side, reach, and then as I stand, I'm going to stand up and squeeze my upper back together in my lat. So every time we reach, I want you to think about having really good posture, like you're being pulled up by a string that's coming out through the top of your head and squeezing your back together. And our last one, we're gonna get the heart rate up just a little bit, and I'm gonna give you two options here. So either 10 lateral hops, so little hops side to side. If you're not a jumper, here's what I want you to do. A little bit wider stance. I want you to come down, act like you're gonna leave the ground, but don't actually leave it. So it's gonna be an explosive movement, but without the impact. All right, we got one round done. Remember, this isn't as fast as possible. This is just trying to re-energize you to get through the rest of your day. So we're gonna come all the way back down to that open book. And you've got 5 each side. Dropping legs to the side, close. Remember, if you wanna add an extra little reach, go ahead if that feels good, and come around. And this round too, if you feel like you have the movements down and you want to pick up speed, you certainly can. But again, that isn't what this is about today. We're just trying to get you moving when you might otherwise been stuck on the couch or the desk all day. Switch into the other side. We got 5 over here. Remember, my knees are in line with my center. They're tipping to the side. I'm coming over. I'm gonna come up and around. And we got 3 more. I lost count again, I think that's 3. And from here, going into that bridge. So get into position, feet flat on the ground. We're gonna create a little tension here. I want you to squeeze your fists, up with 2, lift, down with 1. Up with 2, lift, down with 1. This is for core strength, but also it's really good for your posterior muscles, the back of the body, so your glutes and your hamstrings. We're going to 10, so 5 each side. Remember, control on the way up and control on the way down. From here, we're flipping, going into bird dog. So remember, knees stacked under hips, hands under shoulders. You're gonna reach opposites out with control and come to the center. Breathing in, breathing out. Watch that you're not dropping your hip, your shoulders stay square. And give your booty a little squeeze at the top. Going to the other side. Breathing in. And I think we got one more. All right. We got our floor moves down, so we're going back up to that squat. Remember, again, everyone's squat looks a little bit different. Take your stance, create some tension here. You're gonna come down and come up 10 times. If you're feeling strong on a move and you feel like you can go a little bit faster, go ahead. But again, we're just trying to move, trying to get some oxygen and blood flow back into the body. All right, we got 2 to go. We're going into that lateral lunge with that reach. So keeping that stance wide. Remember, think squat, so sit back, reach, and as you stand, squeeze together. Reach and squeeze. 10 total, 5 each side. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, and our last one, remember, we're just getting the heart rate up just a little bit, so you have 10 side-to-side hops. And remember, if you're not a jumper, take that wide stance, a little bit of a squat, a little mini squat, act like you're gonna leave the ground, but don't. All right, that completes our 10-minute energy booster workout. I'm super excited that you joined me. I'm really proud of you for doing what you can wherever you're at, and we will see you again soon for another workout.